We have a little surprise for you now, actually.
Is it?
Yes, we've got something, it's called a confession cam, where we've spoken to some of your friends and family, and they've told us little tidbits about you, and so I'm going to play
the good,
that
bad,
for you
and
now.
the ugly.
Yeah, just so that we can get a little
Yeah.
bit of an insight into who you really are, who the real person is behind the sort of public facade. So I'm going to play that for you now. So take a quick look.
I have known Marryanne for a very long time, ever since we were in school. I was 4 years senior to her, but we've been friends right along. Marryanne is a highly professional woman. She's somebody I admire very greatly because whatever she undertakes to do, she does extremely well. She's very thorough. Before she does a production or before she goes into a piece of music, she thinks about it, she works on it, she listens to it on record, and she's a person who works in an in-depth manner with her pupils. She has a wonderful sense of humor, and I think that is something that we enjoy, this sense of humor with between the two of us. We have such a lot of fun, we have such a lot of laughs together, and Marryanne's technique in teaching and vocal technique is so important, and this is something that Marryanne pays a lot of attention to. Marryanne has a lovely manner with people. She reaches out to people. She reaches out to children, adults, and it is all done in a very comforting manner, which puts people at ease with her very quickly. And I think this is part of her success, where so much Marryanne comes through in all her pupils. Marryanne is full of fun. When she works like a tigress. There is no escaping. Not one bad note would Marryanne tolerate. She's lucky that she is backed up by a husband who has been so supportive. She's bubbly, she's bouncy, she's full of fun, and most of all, she is very sincere. Marryanne is direct. She's not a hypocrite, whatever happens. And I dearly love this woman.
I would say the person Marryanne and the professional Marryanne cannot be disintegrated. To me, they are very tightly intertwined. Now, when it comes to certain people, the person and the professional are like two entities. Sometimes it's a very sharp dichotomy, if you like. In Marryanne, it's not the case, right? To me, it's one continuum, one virtuous cycle, I would say, right? And I would even go to the extent of saying that the one cannot exist without the other. To that extent, the two are intertwined. So, if I take the professional Marryanne, I would say she's like any other top professional. She's a fountainhead of knowledge. She has a wealth of experience. I would say a powerhouse of expertise, right? So, like any other top professional, right? And I would sort of describe her as a professional. I would say today you could actually refer to Marryanne as the teacher's teacher. Now, having said that, I mean, what catalyzes this, what catalyzes everything, is the personality Marryanne coming into the profession. And in that personality, again, there are two aspects. That is the passion and the love. Now, what I mean by passion is, I think you have to go into the meaning of the word passion. Passion comes from this Latin word passio, which means suffering. So when you feel so strongly for something, as strongly as Marryanne would feel for her work, we call that passion, right? And what it really means is suffering, right? So effectively, Marryanne would be bringing about suffering both on herself as well as on everyone that comes under her wing. Her students, all these people, she's bringing upon suffering. Now, that doesn't make sense, does it? But now the second aspect of the personality is what is very, very important, and that is the love. And if you take love in the sense of having the best interest of the other person at heart, the play of these two things, passion and love, is that catalyst which catalyzes the professional expertise in Marryanne. And I think that is what has produced the outstanding professionals that she has produced. And when it comes to Marryanne, she doesn't just touch the professional lives of the people who come under her wing. She actually touches the total person. And I think she would mold the total person. And I think everyone who has come under her wing have really benefited in many ways, than just the professional side.
They are so cute.
That was really sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. He's Vijit, who probably has all the knowledge that anybody should have about me. He's known the good, bad, and the ugly.
But well,
he's
good.
nice, one of the nicest men I've met. And Bundle and I, we have hours of fun together.
Yeah, I can see.
Poor husbands.
Oh, really?
Well, we always wonder who has paid that bill, when it's one husband or the other. But we have hours of long chats because Bundle's mother and my mother were classmates at Holy Family.
Oh, really?
Oh,
wow.
It's a kind of, and my mother used to tell me stories about Wendy Watmore at that time. And Wendy used to sit next to my mother Hyacinth in the class.
Okay.
So that's the
relationship,
the link that we have.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, the link that we have, plus the fact that Andrew knew them, and I used to see him actually come in to Holy Family for the drama festival.
Oh, okay.
With Wendy Watmore, because he used to be one of the judges.
Right.
And of course, this is naughty. And at that time, I must have been about maybe 15, 16.
Okay.
And he was very tall, and he would take out this helmet and ride this big bike that he had. And he definitely knew all the girls were
looking at him, checking him out.
That's for certain. And so I used to do a peek at him and say, wow, that's the kind of man I'd like to marry one day. He didn't even notice.
Oh, really?
Me.
Didn't even glance your way, nothing?
Because we were the small fry. We were in Form 1 or Form 2. And there were the A-level girls and the prefects all
hovering
all over him. Yeah. But that's as far back as I've known Andrew.
And how lovely that, you're all together today.
I know.
That's beautiful. It's actually just a beautiful story. I'm so glad that you shared it with us, because I'm sure a lot of people may not have sort of, known how, or definitely not how you first saw Andrew at Holy Family.
Yes, Holy Family. Drama, inter-house drama festivals.
Okay. Right, well, unfortunately we have to take another little break, but do make sure you come back, because I'm sure you're enjoying listening and talking to Marryanne as much as I am. And when we do come back, we've got the dreaded 10, which I'm sure you're all familiar with now. It's 10 rapid fire questions that you have to answer. First answer that comes into your head is what we want. So come back after the break, because we've got the dreaded 10. See you soon. Right, well, welcome back to ETV Power Women. Now, we've got the lovely Marryanne David with us, and I'm now going to subject her to the dreaded 10. So, again, Marryanne, just to let you know, I'm just going to ask you, I'm going to shoot these questions at you. First thing that pops into your head is what we want to hear.
Okay.
Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Number 1, what is your idea of happiness?
That's a difficult one.
That's a difficult one.
What's my idea of happiness?
Yeah.
being content with the day.
Being content with today, okay, great. What is the one thing you want to see before you die?
My studio done, and my opera company formed.
Fantastic. I think we all want to see that.
Yeah.
If you were made leader of the nation, what would be the first thing that you would do?
I'd probably teach this entire nation how to sing the national anthem properly. In 4-part harmony.
Fantastic. What song would describe you perfectly?
I'm just a girl who can't say no. Kissing's my favorite food.
Fantastic, I love it. What annoys you the most?
When people are unfair
Right,
and hypocritical
okay.
and want to spin stories
Right.
about a person without
Any
check
justification?
any justification. Yeah, that really bugs me.
Yeah,
And
I agree. That's awful.
yeah, that's awful. And there are lots of them around.
Yeah, I was just about to say. What do you like most about yourself?
I think my being forthright.
Yeah. Interesting.
I have this tendency to call a spade a spade.
Right. Which is nice, which is good.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. What is your favorite word?
I really don't know. What is my favorite word? I tend to say, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than some of the words that have been used around. Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Who's your biggest hero? Would you say is a hero? No? Okay. What makes you lose track of time?
Doing my housework when I'm with a mop and a brush. Oh, that's it. I love it. Or when I'm going through music,
Yeah.
I really lose track.
Lose yourself in
Yeah,
that.
I lose myself.
What profession, other than your own, would you attempt if you could do anything else?
I would love to do counseling
Yeah.
and work, especially with the teenagers
Right.
who have
all that angst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who have actually no outlet, and since I've had problems in my past, I feel I can relate to the problems that the teenagers have.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to do counseling.
Okay, well that's lovely. And that's the dreaded 10. Not so dreaded.
Not so dreaded.
But still, actually I have to say I loved some of your answers. But,
Especially the part about the national anthem.
yeah, I thought that was very, very true and very funny.
No,
And I have to say that the dreaded 10 actually was sponsored by Pond's Age Miracle.
How lovely.
So yeah, so we have them to thank for these questions.
yeah.
But Marryanne, I cannot thank you enough for being here. I think it's been an absolute privilege to have you on the show, and I'm just so happy that you've taken the time to be with us today.
Thank you, Minoli. I must say, you're very easy to talk to. Sometimes you get the interviewers who are not so focused or easygoing and bubbly. It's very easy to talk to you.
Great. Well, thank you again. It's
You're
just
welcome.
been a real privilege and an honor to have you here today. And I'm sure everyone at home has just enjoyed this as much as I have. And sadly, we've got to say goodbye. But we will be back again next week with a new guest. So don't forget to tune in then. Goodbye.